If you've ever watched a high-performance jacket delaminate, lose insulation, or tear after a few seasons, you already know something is wrong. Ancient winter clothing, made without factories, membranes, or marketing, routinely lasted decades. Some pieces were repaired and worn across generations. If you care about history, resilience, and real-world survival, stay with me. Subscribe to Warfield Prepper Chronicles, like this video, and leave a comment with your experience using modern cold weather gear. Now, let's get straight to it. Ancient winter clothing was built from the fibre outward, not from the label inward. Traditional cold weather societies started with raw materials chosen for their natural structure, not appearance. Wool, fur, hide, and tightly woven plant fibres were selected because they retained warmth, even when damp resisted tearing and aged predictably. Wool fibres crimped naturally, trapping air without collapsing. Fur retained insulation even after compression. Leather tanned with fats and smoke became water-resistant without sealing off breathability. Today, you can apply this by choosing untreated wool layers or shearling-lined garments instead of synthetic insulation that permanently loses loft once crushed or wet. Repairability was designed in from day one. Ancient garments were cut and sewn with the assumption they would be repaired repeatedly. Seams were accessible. Panels were replaceable. Stitching used thick threads that could be removed and redone. A torn sleeve didn't end the garment. It was patched, reinforced, or replaced. Modern jackets are often laminated, heat-sealed, or glued, making field repair nearly impossible. For practical use today, choose clothing with visible stitching, simple construction, and minimal bonded layers. Learn basic hand stitching and carry waxed thread. That alone extends garment life by years. Ancient winter clothing relied on lanolin-rich wool, oil-treated leather, and the direction of fur to shed snow and resist wind. These treatments didn't, wear off for good. They could be renewed as needed. Modern jackets, on the other hand, depend on surface coatings that degrade with abrasion and washing. Once those coatings are gone, performance drops sharply. You can apply this knowledge by re-oiling leather boots and coats, waxing canvas outer layers, and, avoiding overwashing your wool garments. Maintenance, not replacement, was the historical norm. Cold climate cultures layered for function, not fashion. Inner layers managed moisture, middle layers trapped heat, and outer layers blocked wind. Each layer worked independently and, if needed, could be swapped or repaired. Modern jackets often try to do everything in just one piece, but that really speeds up how quickly they wear out. It's better to use separate wool base layers, then add dense wool or even fleece mid-layers, and finally a tough outer shell. That way, if one layer fails, the rest of the system still keeps you going. Ancient garments? They were really shaped by years of hard use. Folks would notice where things tended to wear out, so they'd reinforce those stress points. Elbows, shoulders, cuffs and knees, these were all deliberately strengthened, making the clothes last a good deal longer. Modern gear often prioritizes weight savings over durability. But you can adapt this by reinforcing your own clothing at high wear points before failure happens, using leather patches or double stitching. It's a simple tweak, really, but it makes all the difference. The real lesson here is durability through understanding, not nostalgia. It's about knowing your materials and how to make them last, rather than just longing for the old days. Ancient winter clothing lasted because it respected materials, maintenance, and repair. If you apply these principles today, choosing natural fibres, repairable construction, renewable weatherproofing, and modular layering, your winter gear will last longer and perform more reliably in real conditions. It's honestly just common sense, isn't it? If this kind of historical practical knowledge matters to you, subscribe to Warfield Prepper Chronicles, share this video with someone who relies on modern gear, and leave a comment with what's failed on you in the cold. I'd love to hear your stories.